Have you ever wanted to get better at character illustration, at making memorable characters that stick with the viewer, that make them want to look more, whether that be that you're illustrating for children's books like I do, or for greeting cards, or just for the fun of it? Having a grasp on what makes a great illustrated character is essential. And so characters happen to be my jam. I love characters, particularly animal characters. And in this video here, you see me watercoloring a really sweet little snowman who is carrot nose to beak with a sweet little birdie. And so I'm going to tell you what I feel like are the secrets to this being a great character of a snowman. But this applies to all of my work, no matter what characters I'm illustrating. So my top 3 tips for you sound really simple, but I'm going to break them down because there's more detail behind them. But number 1, I aim for cute. Number 2, I create connection. Number 3, I really want to make it memorable somehow. So let's start with number 1, aiming for cute. Cute is defined by all of us artists differently. What's cute to me might not be cute to you, but typically it's soft shapes, round features, playful details, creating a sense of warmth. For example, you'll see my snowman is very round cheeks, small eyes, and his smile is endearing. And I find that cute characters have a way of becoming instantly relatable and unforgettable just in their cuteness. So I'm always aiming for cute. Well, depending on the character. I mean, if I'm illustrating a mean or angry character, it's going to be different. But for those ones, we're talking about creating characters that last in a memory as endearing. And number 2, creating connection. This is actually a really big one for me. I look to create connection, whether that be the character to the viewer and the viewer to the character, or whether that be a connection that the character is having with another character or object within the illustration. So let me explain this a little more. In this particular watercolor, the snowman is connecting to the little birdie, and that's what makes it endearing. Now, the snowman isn't looking at the viewer. It's not necessarily, this illustration is not necessarily connecting the viewer and the character, but rather the viewers being invited in to witness and see the connection that the snowman is having with the birdie. And that's what makes it special. So sometimes in my illustrations, I'll have the character connecting to a little object. I'm remembering this hedgehog that I illustrated for a Christmas card where the hedgehog was like holding a candy cane and very connected to this little tiny candy cane. And there was that connection with an object. And sometimes it's with another character like the snowman and the bird. But if there isn't a connection happening within the illustration itself, you can create a connection between the viewer and the character where the character is looking right into the viewer's eyes very sweetly or humorously or whatever emotion that you want to draw. But creating connection, I'd say I should even bump it up to the number 1 tip because it means the most to me. I'm always looking for connection. I'm always looking in an illustration like, do I feel something? And then number 3, make it memorable. That's my 3rd tip, but it means more than just like trying to stick in the memory of the viewer, but it has to do with the emotion. That's also connected to the connection. So the snowman's great on his own. He's charming. He could stand alone. But adding the bird creates a story, and stories are always memorable. So there's a friendship here and there's a shared moment, and that interaction leaves an impression which makes it memorable. And so if I was to choose different words for make it memorable, it would be to create a story, a narrative within the illustration. So to sum it up, those are my top 3 tips. Aim for cute, create connection, make it memorable. I hope this inspires you in your illustration. Let me know in the comments below. And if you check out the channel, you'll see that I have a whole 1-hour tutorial where you can learn to paint this snowman. See you next time.